All right, so we have so many different ways to exercise. There's a variety of exercises. So, speaking on strength training, a lot of different people have different goals, right? So I might have a client, they might come to me and be like, hey, coach, I want this summer body. I need to get fit. I want to get toned. I want to lose this unwanted weight. I'm fat here. I'm fat here. A lot of people, they jiggle their arm, like, I want to lose this, or what they call broad fat here in the back. So, wait a minute. that's what they call now. So what I tell them is, a lot of people, they in their mind, they're like, okay, I want to lose weight, okay? And this is where the teaching comes in at. I say, okay, I sit them down, I explain to them how this thing works, okay? This, where is it?
Your paper? Your paper you write down?
Yes, ma'am.
Right there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so this example I have here, the small circles, as you can see, it takes up just a little amount of space, right? The bigger circles take up of a bigger amount of space, right? Now, the small circles represent muscle, okay? And the bigger circles represents fat. And this is what I tell people. We all know this, or if you don't know, that's why I'm here to teach. Muscle weighs more than fat. Even though you're looking at the image, you might see a person that has unwanted weight, and that's round, it takes us a lot of space. And you might see another person that's lean and muscular, taller, athletic body. Believe it or not, the one that you see that looks more narrow and muscular may weigh more than a person that you see taking up more space. And the reason being, and that's why I tell people, you don't want to really, now if they weigh like 300, 400, 500 pounds, yeah, I can see, yeah, you want to lose the weight too. But you also want to gain lean muscle, because if you lose that weight, a lot of people have a problem with saggy skin, right? One thing to help with that saggy skin is you got to eat the necessary foods to feed the body, so that you can perform the exercises to build lean muscle. And the food will also feed the body too, to make it grow. That's why we tell people, make sure you eat so many amount of protein, a certain amount of carbs, and a certain amount of greens. And that's the reason why we portion it out like that in meal prep, because it's a process and you have to feed the body based on what look you want, okay? So with protein helps harden the muscle and build muscle, right? And with the good carbs, and all these things help give the body energy. So a lot of people might say stay away from carbs, but I would say eat in moderation and just know how much to eat.
Like 25 is pretty moderate.
So, and remember, and you need it. You need it for your energy. Now, another thing that people don't realize is this. If I put gainers in my body, whether it's a food or a substance or like a pre-workout or something like that, or some extra protein or whey protein, if I put these gainers in my body and I'm not doing the workouts,
You're not gonna get the muscle.
you're not gonna get the muscle. And not only that, but if you put these gainers in your body and you're not being active and you're at a standstill, all that stuff is gonna settle on you and it's gonna become unwanted weight. So if you think about it that way, that'll help you be like, okay, I need to get active. I need to get up and do something. And remember, the bodies were made to be active, So, and remember, it's a time for everything. It's a time to work and it's a time to relax. So, like I said, it's a process, and we just have to be mindful of what we put in our bodies and what we're doing, and also stay consistent at that. Especially if you're feeling better, breathing better, and you notice, oh man, I'm dropping inches, and that's what I want to get to versus people losing weight as far as pounds, because like I said, you can look like this, and you can look like this. But like I said, this weighs more than your fat. So if you build lean muscle and you go on the scale, so a lot of people get discouraged because they don't know, they don't have the knowledge. So when they get on the scale, they look at the number like, oh man, I gained 2 or 3 more pounds. And they get discouraged as if they're fat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, when you're working out, you're building lean muscle. But if you look in the mirror, see, we teach people how to take before pictures and after pictures versus scale driven. Going to the scale every day, every week, because it discourages you. But once you teach the people how to look at the process and learn the process of how this thing works, then you have a better understanding of how it works. So when you gain lean muscle, then you putting on your old clothes, you're like, wait, this is baggy now. Now I can go shopping, now I can get some more fitted clothes. And then that's another way you learn how, that's the body letting you know, hey, we're burning inches, not necessarily pounds in weight. Because if you're building lean muscle and you're doing weighted exercise, you're gonna gain lean muscle. Now, a lot of women, they get afraid of the word muscle because they think they're gonna look masculine like a man. No, that's not the truth.
No, we're not gonna work out enough to be a.
Well, those that do have those big muscles, they take extra stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it the natural way and you're eating right and you're staying consistent, working out 3-4 days a week, and you got some cardio added to that to where you're burning calories, then your body is gonna shape to how you want it. And it's all about what you put out, right? So if you put out more, like I tell people, if you're doing 4 sets of whatever exercise that you're working that day and you can do it to failure, do it to failure. Don't limit yourself. I will only say limit yourself for beginners so you can learn proper form and how to work out the safety without injuring yourself. But once you master that and you're able to go to failure on each set and you know how to breathe and you incorporate that breathing with your workouts, that's going to help even with your endurance. So now you're working on building your endurance, your strength, and toning the body as far as the look goes. And then everything as far as health-wise will fall like a domino effect. Okay? So you're working on your cardiovascular, your strength, all that good stuff. So that's why I try my best to teach people how to notice those things. And it's the small things in life that matters the most, from stretching to breathing, as we can see. The breathing technique that y'all did just now, it relaxes you even more, right? So even on your rest days, like I said, you can walk, which is considered a residual burn. You can go in the pool, do your water rolls, and just if you just walk in the pool and just doing this, and you can just be doing a light exercise, you're burning calories, you're working muscles. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to help you with a better range of motion, mobility, and once you get out that water, you feel like I'm free, like you got new ligaments and everything, like a whole new body, you know? So that's the reason why I tell people, take your before pictures, watch what you eat, utilize the foods that you put in your body so it can help you gain what you need, what you're looking for, okay? So remember, muscle weighs more than the fat, which is the unwanted weight. So when you produce that muscle, don't be afraid of what you see on the scale because your body will tone, okay? Now another thing too, if you look at this paper here, the daily meal planning guide, it'll help guide you on your daily meals. And if you turn the page and look, it also it's like very, very detailed. It'll tell you like how many grams of protein, sugar, or whatever is in each food. And also too, it has a demonstration of a plate. This demonstration is more for like diabetics, but there's another My Plate series where you can split that plate into 4 sections, and it'll be 4 quarters, right? And each section you want to have a meat for your protein, and greens is very important. You want your greens, and then you want your good carbohydrates, all right? And then that last section, some people switch it up. You can have fruits or the good fats, all right? And as long as you eat in moderation, and remember, if you stay in control of everything you do, it's just that simple and self-explanatory. You are in control. So you're controlling everything you do, from your nutrition to your exercises, and your life will be better off when you're in control. Now, this plate for diabetics, the reason why it's only 2 quarters and a half on a half a plate, they recommend, and I agree with it too, they recommend that this half is full of greens. Greens are great for the body. It helps detoxify the body. it helps replenish the body, and like I said, when it's doing this detoxification thing, it's helping the body get rid of all the bad things that's in these foods, right? So greens are very important. So we want to stay on top of that. Fruits are good. Fruits contain H3O. You know, we know H2O is water, and we need water every day, right? Well, the fruits have H3O, which is the liquid that's in the fruit. Also, fruits give the body natural energy. That's why it's a go-to, and it's a healthy go-to. But remember, some fruits have a lot of sugar in it, so you gotta be moderate and in control of how much you intake and how much you consume. There's a lady that I was training one of her, I was taking care of one of her brothers, and she had reached out to me. She said, you know, you're just such a great person, you're heaven sent, and we never met in person, we just talked on the phone, right? And for me to hear her say that, it made me feel special. And she said, I want to send you a gift. So the lady sent me a gift through the mail, and it was wrapped up like it was a Christmas present and everything. And when I opened it, it was a book. And guess what that book was titled? Eat to Beat Disease. That is a great book. I recommend you look that up and order that book. That will help guide you on how to eat. Yes, man, it's called Eat to Beat Disease. And when I tell you it's a great book, it's a good book. And it's self-explanatory. It guides you on how to eat to beat disease. See, a lot of people think, okay, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to starve myself. And
That's the worst thing.
Yes, ma'am. And it's sustained from a lot of things that can actually help you. It's not that you want to starve yourself, but you just got to eat the right foods, and you just got to eat it in moderation. Just like it says, eat to beat disease. So you can eat to beat an illness and a disease. And then at the same time, know what you're eating and read your labels, because these days, like we discussed in the beginning of the class, they're playing with all our food and crops, spraying it with chemicals, injecting it with hormones, and
Yeah, now they're trying to lab grow everything.
yes.
Meat, milk, chocolate.
Now watch this. Then if they're trying to lab grow everything, they're trying to get away from the natural way of things.
Mm-hmm.
And they know the natural way is healing.
Right.
And it's the truth. So it's like they're trying to get away from the truth and
So they
feed
can
us
control.
lies. So they can control. Right.
And make more money.
And make more money. And it's just destroying us inside out. But if we have the knowledge, we already got the power and authority to do what we want to do on this earth. But if we have the knowledge and know how to utilize that knowledge, we can overcome anything. We just gotta know who to put first and what to do and all that good stuff. And keep yourself surrounded by like-minded people and a good support system. Cause that goes a long way. Cause I know it's hard. I know everybody has a struggle, or you get lonely and yeah, trust me. But
I know, I'm on 5 carbs.
I know 25 is stuck to you, huh?
Yeah, it's like,
She
oh
did, the
Lord.
doctor put her on
Yeah,
that.
I'm on keto for 25 carbs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I know that's tough.
yeah, it is.
So you can only have 25 carbs a day?
Mhm.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
Wow. How does that work? How long have you been on that regimen?
yesterday was 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's it working for you? Is it?
Well, I found a few recipes, so got some flavor in there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so it's,
All right.
it's hard, but, you know,
You're hanging in there.
I know, I have no choice, cause I have a fatty liver